Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. And this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. So our first card is that Hermit energy. Very interesting. Now, we also had this card that literally flew out of the deck as I was shuffling. Now, I'm wondering if we should put this aside as a mystery card. Maybe we'll do that. Usually I select the mystery card from a different deck, but this one seems to be a special occasion. So let's just put that one over there. All right. We're going to put the rest of the cards out in our Dove and Serpent spread. I think that there's a lot going on. I think that there are some serious things happening in your life right now. Look at all this major arcana. A lot of very strong energy. A lot of very, very strong energy. Let's see. We've got, for majors, we have double majors right here in the middle. And we have two majors over here. We've got a lot of water. Look at that water. Oh, even more water over here. And the fire that kind of starts it all, right? This is very interesting. I think your life is becoming something. What I mean is I feel like your life is changing for the better. I think something is really happening right now, okay? We've got Hermit energy. Hermit energy to me is always a very good card. It's always very positive. I know there are some shadow aspects of the Hermit. Yeah, self-isolation, the turning our back on people or things or energies, refusing things. There's all sorts of, shadow aspects that we could assume here. But I really feel like this is you stepping out into your own. This is you embracing change. This is you perhaps getting out of some situation that is not meant for you. Right? This is a withdraw from something. This is a peaceful exit from something that is not working for you. Something that I think has been maybe like stifling your creativity. Right? The Hermit energy here, this is someone who is on the journey of self-knowledge. You're looking for that light within. You're looking for that lamp. Right? You're looking to be the lamp in your life. And I think that as we do that, we're coming to embrace all of this water energy. Yeah. We're coming from this place of fire. This is kind of, this is the impulse that began this water energy, right? This set everything into motion. This was the push that you needed to break out of this tower. Okay, we're going to talk about the tower now. Let's get it out of the way. Here's the tower card. This was the situation that you're exiting. You're leaving this one. I think it happened very quickly. We have in the recent past, the kind of yesterday card, we have that Ace of Wands. This was like kind of impulsive. This was something that was abrupt. I think one day you had enough and you changed your life. Okay? I think you're still in the process of this change, of this metamorphosis, of this letting this water energy in. Okay? I think the water that we have, let's look at this. We had this really fiery kind of outburst of willpower, of decision, of confidence, of strength, of self-assertion, right, with this one. And it allowed us to get out of this situation. It allowed us to start making this change. And what is this change? It's finding your inner light, right? We've done the tower. We've gotten out of the tower. And now you may be Maybe you were locked up in this tower for a while. Maybe you're a little bit weakened, right? Maybe your willpower, maybe just getting out of this situation drained you of a lot of your vitality, a lot of your energy. We have this watery energy around us that is healing us, right? It's awesome. We have 2, 3, and the 4. Well, and over here we have the 5 and the 7. The 5 and the 7, we need to be careful with when we get here, okay? But right now, you've exited this tower. We've gotten out of this situation. You've had this breakthrough. Now, maybe this tower and this fire energy here, maybe this was a creative blockage. Maybe it was a restriction of your passion, your force, your fire, your ambition, your confidence, enthusiasm, that sort of stuff, right? Maybe this wasn't necessarily a relationship or an environment that was stifling you or restricting you. Could be like a creative blockage, okay? Could be a psychological or an emotional blockage. Whatever it was, it's requiring this water energy to balance it out, right? We've had to start this fire. Now we've got to put the fire out. Now we have to let in all this love into our life, okay? And this could be, now that we've cleared the blockage, now things can really flow, right? This could be talking about a medical situation with you. Now, I'm not a doctor, obviously. I have no authority to give any kind of medical advice or diagnoses or anything like that, okay? We're talking about energy, right? If there's an energy blockage in your body, we're clearing that out, and now the creative energy, the love energy can flow. It can flow. And we see underneath 3 of Cups. This is the flow. This is things happening. This is the movement of the water energy, right? Things are happening. You're having ideas. You're making connections. You're feeling emotion. You're feeling love. And it could be overwhelming at first, right? When we're in that kind of tower situation, or you know, the tower itself. This water wasn't really penetrating us. It wasn't getting to us. We weren't feeling it. We weren't expressing it. You know, whether this is emotional in terms of a relationship, or whether this is creative or a spiritual connection, maybe you felt a blockage between you and spirit, you know, between you and source. And now it's kind of flooding so fast that it might be overwhelming. This is experiencing a lot of emotion all at once, okay? But this is kind of the driving force. I think this is why we needed to have this tower event, because all of this water is here underneath the surface. And it was building up and building up and building up. Finally, enough is enough. We have to clear the blockage so that it can flow. So this is, you know, you've been like filling up a water balloon for a while now, and eventually it's gonna burst, and it needs to. And it finally does, and then we've got these 2 and 4, stable, even-numbered cards. Things have mellowed out, right? This is very active. This is a lot of pressure that finally needs to be released one way or the other. I think that you made the decision to clear this blockage out, okay? And now we can heal. Now we can find ourselves. Now we can get in touch with Source, with Spirit, with our creative light, with God, Goddess, Deity, with ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, all of it. With our creative will, our creative force, right? This lamp. And the thing that's at the top of your mind right now is this 4 of Cups. This is just having a bit of a calm now, you know? And that's why I think that it took a lot of effort for you to clear this blockage out. That now we just want a little bit of rest. You know, it was a very emotional experience. It was very taxing, very overwhelming, exhausting. And now we just need this peace. The 4 is just kind of, you know, you've got your boat out in the bay and you've just kind of anchored it there. We're just taking a nap, right? There are no major problems, no holes in the boat. It's not sinking. We're not sailing anywhere where we have to be awake and at the wheel. Let's just rest. We got to a safe place. Now we can just kind of hang out. We can recover. We can heal. Okay. So I think this is what you're looking for right now. Yeah. But then tomorrow we wake up and we've got more energy to deal with. We got a Two of Cups now. We've got to decide what to do with our newfound life, our newfound freedom, our newfound creative flow. Whatever this water energy is, whatever we got away from, that now we can fully embrace and we can activate, right? The hermit now needs to pick a direction, needs to figure out what to do next, what to connect with, right? So this hermit period, may last for a while. It's not an indefinite period. There has to be a next move, and the next move is this Two of Cups. What are you going to love? What are you going to connect with, right? A creative project, your people, your family, your support system, whatever it is, right? With God, with your spirituality, with your practices, okay? It's something from the heart that we feel drawn to that is nourishing us as much as we are putting in our love energy to it. It could be anything, right? But it has to be from you. It has to be your decision. It has to be part of this creative freedom that we found. Maybe literal freedom, maybe getting out of a bad relationship, getting away from an employment situation that wasn't quite working for us, whatever it is. We've kind of turned our back. Really, the hermit should be the other way around, because your back is to this fire energy. We don't want to stay in the fire energy, right? This hermit should be like this, so that your back is to all of this, and what we're looking forward to is what's coming next, right? So it could be that we were like this. Maybe we did feel isolated. Maybe we did feel like we were stifled, that our light was hidden, that we were oppressed and restricted and stifled when we were in this situation here, and we turned our back on love, on real connection, real fulfillment, right? But now what we need to do, instead of sticking with this tower energy, which could be like anger, aggression, it could be this real, just kind of forceful energy about us, right? Just in our general aura, It was good for what it was needed for. We used it for a purpose, and that was to get out of this situation. But now I feel like we need to start looking the other way. So we turn the hermit around. And now we're not feeling isolated. Now we're feeling open and accepting. We're looking toward this water energy now, right? Now we've kind of reversed things. We've reversed the situation. We're not locked up in a tower, isolated. We're not getting angrier and more aggressive with their situation. We've made the decision. We got away from that. We turned around. And now we're looking towards freedom. We're looking toward fulfillment. We're looking toward this Two of Cups. Connecting now. Connecting with whatever is in our heart. Whoever you are as a person, and whatever your destiny is. Now we're connecting with that. Okay? So I think this is about you changing your life. I think this is a very serious situation. I think that we need to move forward with this water energy. But let's be careful. We got a Seven of Cups here. Okay, general energy. The general energy with this Seven of Cups is saying that you might be a little cautious of the water energy for a while, right? It might be a little, we might be reluctant to engage with it too much, okay? It's just not really trusting. And who can blame you, honestly, right? Whatever that situation was that we got out of, maybe it was just a creative blockage, right? But either way, we're a little bit leery. We're not too trusting of things yet. We need to just kind of take it a little bit at a time, go slow, right? because obviously we don't want to get back into a situation like this. So we're just going to be cautious with this water energy moving forward. We're going to go one step at a time, right? The Two of Cups is about taking the first step, that initial movement, because we still don't quite trust things. So we're going to be cautious now moving forward, right? But what we're moving forward into, this lust or strength card, this is in the position of your environment or how you're relating to your environment. I think that eventually we get a little bit of, we overcome the Seven of Cups a little bit. Not that we suddenly just start trusting everything and we're just going to be gullible or whatever. We're trusting ourselves. We know that we are in control because we remember this fire energy, this tower energy that we have within us. We're capable of this, of deciding our fate, of making the decision to get away from whatever is restricting or stifling us. We did this. We got out of this through our own power. And that gives you this kind of confidence, this courage to face the future, to face all of this water energy that, yeah, we're still not going to trust it. But you know that you're strong enough to endure it and to walk away from it if it's no good for you, to take full advantage of it. You trust yourself. You know your own power now, right? You know your own power. And this is the card that says we have to be in control of that, because we didn't want the Hermit to just completely just be absorbed by this fire tower kind of Mars energy, right? Because we don't want that to become who we are. We don't want to be angry, aggressive people, right? We want all of this water energy. We want the love, baby. So the lust or strength card is us being able to control that fire energy. We can use it when we need it. It's always there. But it's not all of who we are. It's just one energy, one tool that we can use to get the job done when we need it. Okay? This is also taking control of your creative power, your creative will. So if this is more of a creative blockage, well, this is you now, maybe you kind of know how to clear those creative blockages. What kind of things do you need to do, rituals, practices, meditations and prayers, and or outdoor activities, or whatever it is, whatever you need to do to clear that blockage. Now you kind of know your own magic. You can, know your own spells that you need to recite, right? To get the job done. So there's a lot going on here, and this is a very important card. It's a new way that you're relating to yourself and to your environment. This new sense of power, right? Of discipline, of self-control, of confidence that you can be out in the world, in the environment, and you can handle yourself, Now the next card is this devil energy. It's in the position of what we don't want here. Okay? And I think that this is a kind of restriction, but of a different nature. This is almost now, it's almost like we're back in the tower, but now it's like it doesn't look the same, right? It's that we're so stuck in what we're doing that we don't realize that we're kind of chained to it, that we're obsessed, that we're hyper-focused, that we're fixated. Maybe we don't realize that we're building a tower around us because we're just so much into our work, into our creative process, into this life, whatever we're doing, whatever our work is. We don't see that we've been building another tower around us. So that's why we don't want this card. It's why it's here in this position. We don't want it, but we need it. We need it because it's ambition. This is the hard-working card. This is your hyper-focus, your fixation. We need that, right? You need to stay on course. You need to pursue your goals. You need to do your work. You need to have the endurance. But at the same time, we don't want to build another tower around ourselves. We don't want to be isolated. We don't want to inadvertently create another blockage in our life, you know? So this card's kind of a tricky one. There's a fine line here. And that's why it's in this position. Now, the next card is Five of Cups. There's movement here. There's more movement of the water. And this isn't so much like we saw with the Three of Cups. It's not so much of pressure building that has to be released somewhere. This is now water energy that is moving freely. It's a current it's a river that can just flow. There's no restricting it. There's no buildup of pressure. It's just free flowing. Good things coming in, bad things coming in, going out. It's almost like we're just experiencing the flow now. We're right in the middle of it. We're not really attached to anything. We're not trying to restrict anything. This is no blockage, right? This is no emotional creative blockage at all. This is free flowing. And the weird thing, or the mystery, or the really good thing about this card is that it's positive stuff and negative stuff. We're not holding on to anything. We're letting everything flow. Because as soon as we grab something and try to hold on to it, well, we're impeding the river. We're stopping the flow. We're creating another blockage or building another tower around us, right? So a lot of this work for you is to just allow things to come and go. Allow your feelings to do what they do. Feel them and let them go out again, you know. The circumstances of life that are beyond your control, allow them to happen. Allow the universe to be the universe. Allow things to flow, right? Allow the river to be a river. If you don't like it, go to a different river, or put some shoes on or something, you know. We can't try to stop the river just because we don't like the temperature of the water right now at this moment. Wait a few hours, it'll get warmer, and then maybe you'll like it, right? The cold water, hey, okay, may not be your favorite, but it's an experience. It's going to change. You get some warm water there too. So it's just allowing the flow, right? Not trying to stop things from being what they are. Okay. This is some serious stuff going on, but I think you're in the process of changing your life. And that's not ever an easy thing, you know. It's not ever going to be a really smooth, simple process, but I think you're handling it very well. I think you do have a good support system around you. Just the fact that we have all of these water cards right here, above you, below you, and right in front of you. This shows me that you probably have a very, very supportive group of people around you. Family, friends, loved ones, your pets, your plants, you know. I think you have a good support system. And that's important, I think. Let's look at the mystery card now. This was the card that kind of jumped right out of the deck. It landed face down, which is good because we don't know what it is. Thinking about these energies, I wonder if this is going to be an emperor or an empress energy. I'm kind of feeling some earth energy here. Okay. We don't really have a lot of earth energy. We've got a little bit of a suggestion of earth energy with the devil energy is fire of earth. So we got some suggestion of earth, but I'd like to see something manifesting. I would like to see the kind of, I'm going to do a follow-up episode, check back in with you in a year and kind of a where are they now, episode. That's what I'd like to see with this card. So let's Priestess energy. Yeah, this is a serious message that's coming down to you. So it could be that all of this is still in seed form. It could be that all of this is still potential. Maybe this hasn't happened yet. Okay. I feel like Spirit, Source, God, Goddess, Deity is sending you this as a message, maybe to motivate you to begin changing your life in this way, or to just confirm that you're making the right decision, or to give you a sense of what could be, or just to validate a process that you'd already been through. I feel like Spirit is really reaching out to you. Okay. I think we would probably be wise to focus on some lunar imagery for a while. Look for moon symbols around in your life, just as confirmations, as synchronicities. And the moon is kind of that light that is leading. It's kind of the lighthouse. It's kind of the beacon that lets you know you're on the right path, getting to that complete, ultimate fulfillment. It's that moonlight is kind of leading you, guiding your way. Okay. So I think this water energy is really increasing in your life. I think we need that for healing. We need that for progress. We need that as the kind of river down which we're going to paddle our canoe. So let's be on the lookout for that, because I think this is really a serious message. I think this is a life-changing process, and I'll be honest, I don't know if this has already happened. I think for some of you it maybe already has, and this priestess is the confirmation and the validation of what you'd already been through. For others, this is something that is maybe taking place right now, and this is a confirmation that you're doing it the right way. These are the energies that you need to be looking out for. And then I think for some of you, it's going to be the encouragement to go ahead and consider this process, and if this is something that you need to do. Okay. We're going to do an extended Libra. If you want to stick around, just click on the link that's up there. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings, not just for Libra, but for every sign. Okay. I want to thank you for being here and for taking this journey with me. Thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.